What's going on, guys? It's Apoqsi, and I'm making a video here just to talk about something that drives me absolutely insane when it comes to Bethesda and maybe Bethesda Game Studios. I don't know who's to blame here, but it's starting to get really on my nerves. We've heard that they don't want to make remakes for Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, for example, because that's not really their thing. They want you to play the games in their original state. And you want to know what? If their games worked, I'd be totally okay with that. What's not okay though is saying absolute bullshit like that and then having a game like Fallout 3 on PC. In fact, Fallout 3 on console is not good either. But more specifically, we're talking about Fallout 3 on PC here because things are only getting worse. So Fallout 3 launched back in 2008, at the end of 2008, and Windows 7 launched in 2009. And Fallout 3 never got an update to work properly with Windows 7 and on, even though Windows 7 did not come long after Fallout 3. They've known that it's been broken since Windows 7 launched. In fact, the Steam page has even said for many years, right above the Add to Cart button, notice Fallout 3 is not optimized for Windows 7 and later. And saying it's not optimized is an understatement. This game does not run on Windows 7 and later. Not only does the game not work properly on Windows 7 and on, but on top of that, the game still relies on Games for Windows Live, something that has been shut down for many years. And the problem with Games for Windows Live being a dependency, Microsoft recently removed the Games for Windows Live files from the Windows 10 operating system. So moving forward, if you want to get Fallout 3 to even launch, the initial launch, without giving you a Games for Windows Live error, you have to install Games for Windows Live, something that has been deactivated since 2014. Bethesda and Bethesda Game Studios are completely well aware that this game is broken and unplayable. In fact, GOG themselves had to fix the game to sell it on their own platform because Bethesda would not do it themselves. GOG are the ones that did the fixes for Fallout 3 on that platform. And even on GOG, the game does not run perfect. So why am I talking about this now? If the game has been broken for so many years on PC, why am I talking about this now? Well, recently, Grand Theft Auto 4 has been delisted from Steam because of the fact that Valve will no longer give them keys to sell the game on Steam because it requires Games for Windows Live. So now the next game that is most likely going to get this treatment and is not going to be allowed getting any more keys to sell the game on Steam is Fallout 3. And we've already seen Bethesda's early response to this, and this actually happened the same week or a week after GTA 4 was delisted from Steam. Bethesda have now re-released Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas on the Bethesda.net launcher. Instead of just fixing the game on Steam and continuing to sell the game on Steam, Bethesda took the broken Steam version of the game and have just put that broken ass version that requires Games for Windows Live on the Bethesda.net launcher. So Fallout 3, even on the Bethesda.net launcher, requires you to install the Games for Windows Live files just to launch the game. And even if you get past that point, the game is still going to crash because the game is not optimized for Windows 7 and above. So I bring up the question, Bethesda, why don't you just fix Fallout 3? Remove the dependency on Games for Windows Live and at least do some minimal optimizations to make the game playable on Windows 7 and above. I don't understand why you are so stubborn when it comes to fixing this game. You don't want to do things like remasters and remakes, and yet you won't even fix a game that has been broken practically since launch. A game that was game of the year. A game that people would love to play nowadays, but they can't on modern hardware, or even an operating system that came out not even a full year after the game launched. It's just sad to watch Bethesda and Bethesda Game Studios sit there and not give a single shit that this game is broken and is going to be forever broken unless they do something about it. In fact, the only thing modders have been able to do to make Fallout 3 truly playable is by porting the entire game to New Vegas. The only reasonable way to play Fallout 3 on PC nowadays is to play Fallout New Vegas. You have to install Tale of Two Wastelands for Fallout New Vegas to make Fallout 3 even playable on PC, And that's just beyond ridiculous to me. Bethesda, just fix this game. It's been broken for over a decade. It is one of your most beloved games. I don't know what you're doing. And the fact that you have the nerve to relaunch it on Bethesda.net in a still completely broken state is just disgusting to me. Fix the game. But anyways, guys, I want to know your thoughts on this situation down below. This game has been broken for over a decade. Now Bethesda has the nerve to relaunch the game on the Bethesda.net launcher in the still broken state because they know their game is going to get delisted off Steam. It's disgusting to me, and I want to know your thoughts on it. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed or got something out of it. If you did, please smack that like button down below, subscribe to Join the Good Fight if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to stay updated in all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Apoqsi signing off.